Tania. I just realized I did this. Anyways, welcome. It is the Breakfast Crew podcast. Harvest is at school because today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024, and it is 1:25, almost 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm recording it a little late. Well, I wanted to record a little earlier, but I had to make a trip to Austin, had to go get some stuff for Girl Scouting, and then stopped at Joann's. We all know how that goes. Either way, we are in Central Texas. It is nice and shiny outside. Y'all, if y'all have seen the news, y'all see like South Texas, like Houston area, and I think parts of North Texas, like Dallas and north of Dallas, they've been flooding. Not us, but we've been getting rain. Trust, we've been getting rain. So much so that my garden, like on the front part of the driveway that I showed y'all last week, had like little funguses growing out because we had so much water and so much humidity and no sun. But now we got sun. We got sun today. We had sun yesterday. This morning it was like cloudy, gray. I really thought when I drove to Austin it was going to rain, but it didn't. Either way, I don't want to divert. So, who are we? I already said. When? I already said. Where are we? Already said. Why? Because we can, y'all. I say that all the time. Because we can. We are a knitting, crochet, heavily crochet, sometimes spinning, heavy on the drawing podcast. Mother-daughter, but as you can see, daughter's not here. And you can always find us on Instagram, which I always forget to say that, y'all. You can find me on Instagram at the natural_crowknitter83. Yes, it's long. I'm a natural girl. I crochet and I knit. And your girl was born in 83. The best year of the ever. The best year of the ever. If you didn't know that. Yes, I'm a millennial. And yes, I'm proud of it. Either way. And then you can find me on Ravelry as Hooked4lyfe, HOOKED4LYFE, because your girl's a hooker. Just saying. What else? Got my notes down here, so I'll be looking. Who, what, where, when. You can find Harvest as mylife_gone_creative on Instagram. And she is mocha_cafe, I think. Something on TikTok. It's going to be down here. Don't worry about it. I'm going to try to get her on here too because, hopefully we don't make this like an hour and 20 something like last time. We're not doing that. Either way, returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the like. I appreciate the bell. I appreciate the subscribe. We all appreciate this. Those who are new, welcome. The shenanigans are about to begin. Please grab something to eat, grab a drinky drink, and prepare yourself. Okay? All right. Show notes will be in the description bar. I usually link everything Ravelry-wise. And if the person, like the designer or whoever has their own website, I will put that website up. Whatever we talk about will be in the description bar. Usually I just copy and paste. Because it's almost the same thing every week. Or every other week. Or every other. Y'all get it. Anyways. I have no FOs. Y'all know Harvest draws damn near all the time, so she has all the FOs that you're looking for. I don't have any this week. I do have a lot of whips. I've been steadily working on my cardigan. I picked up my brioche shawl. I picked up my knitting blanket, and I worked on the crochet blanket. So let's go. So this is my Tess Tunisian crochet. Y'all, let me talk about this. So I think the last time y'all saw it, it was right here. I was on the ribbing edge and I'm working bottom up. This is a Tunisian crochet design by Lori of AK Lori Designs. She lives out in Arizona where it is nice and warm. And I'm loving it, actually. I'm loving it. I had some difficulties attaching this sleeves because I've never done a bottom-up sleeve attachment before, at least not in this way. So my ribbing is all in Melissa of Hue-it-Handdyed yarn. She lives in Arkansas now. She used to live in Louisiana. And this is called Bronzed, is what it is. I thought it was something else last time. So let me tell y'all what I did. Trust the pattern, y'all. Trust the pattern. Even if it's a test, trust the pattern. And then ask your questions. So remember how I said this was getting way too long and it could wrap around me already. I was going to stop. I did. I stopped, I think 20 rows than I was supposed to. I was supposed to go to 184. I stopped at I stopped at 170. So I stopped like 12 rows. No, I said no. You shouldn't have done that. Because once I got the body on, it started to do this. And she said that the ribbing was going to be very stretchy. And I was like, okay. And then I started working up and I was like, this ain't going to fit. So then I had to rip. I had passed my striping and I was about to go into the green section. And I looked at it and I looked at Pancake and I was like, Pancake, this ain't going to work. He was like, well, what'd you do? And I said, not the right thing. So I had to rip back, which I did. So I ripped back and I started all over again. And then I did my striping and then I worked my green yarn. Now my green yarn is Nature's Path by Beachy Breeze Fibers. She's now known as Clockwork Fiber Co., I believe so. And she didn't have any of this like in stock. So she had to dye 2 extra skeins for me because I was like, hey, I think I'm going to need at least 2 extra skeins. Can you please dye as close as you possibly can? And she did it. So I alternated. I had one of the original 5 that I bought. And so I alternated the new skein with the 4th skein of the original 5. And you can't really tell where I started. Well, maybe you can. But see, down here is a little darker, but up here is a little lighter, and then it gets a little darker. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. And I honestly didn't see it until I just pointed it out. So you can kind of see where I started alternating, and now I'm using the new skein. But these are all the original, part of the original 5 that I got. So then I had to attach my sleeves. Now, when the directions, I saw the directions and I was like, nope. So I asked for a visual. Tania is a visual learner. Again, Tania is a visual learner. If you want me to learn something, I need you to show me or have a video or something like so I can redo it, copy it, burn it in my head so I can do it. Train the trainer, right? So she pointed me in a direction of her website, which did help a lot because I saw how I was supposed to attach. It was the weirdest thing. And then I was like, okay. So then I watched the video of someone attaching, a crocheted pullover sweater with the arms. Now, because this is a cardigan, it's open, right? It's open like this. So my mind wasn't getting it. But the minute I closed the cardigan, like I went like this. The minute I did this, it clicked. So I put these 2 together and I held them with stitch markers. And I act like I was attaching sleeves to a pullover sweater. And that's when it clicked. So I am now working on my sleeve decreases, my neck decreases, and my back decreases. Yes, back decreases. And one thing I do like about the decreases, they all work simultaneously. Once the pattern come out, maybe I'll be able to, no, I probably won't, because that still sounds like secret sauce. But it's all worked simultaneously. I do a row where I do the neck, and then I do the sleeve and the back decreases, and then I do that for the necks, and then there's a row where I just have like 2 or 3 rest rows, and I just Tunisian crochet across. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm loving it right now. We had some issues with the shawl collar, but I think that's been changed, revised, fixed, corrected, all those great words. So I'm looking forward to it. Next, I have my, here, I got my knit blanket right here. Oh, did I get Cake's Flax? Yeah, I've been working on Cake's Flax sweater too. Anyway, oh, y'all have been looking for this cup. Anyways, moving on. Such a squirrel moment. Anyways, so this is my knit blanket. Oh, okay, I'll put a stitch marker on later. This is my knit blanket. I've added, I think, 1 for sure. 2, I think I've added 2 colors since I last worked on it. And where's the stitch marker? I know I got one. Oh, this stitch marker right here is where I last worked on it since y'all last saw it. And then I worked this much since then. But it's coming along. This is the something knit blanket. God. I'll put it up on the screen. It's okay. It's all right. Or it'll be in the description box. And right now I am attached to a pink ball of yarn that came out. Excuse my bending. Pink ball of yarn. This was part of one of my first ever advent calendar by a good friend of mine. Her name is Dana. She used to dye Unwind yarn. I was like, what's the name of her dyeing company? She used to dye Unwind yarns out of Tennessee. She stopped doing it because of some health reasons, and she's on the mend, so good for her. And how did I first meet? I first met her, I was listening to a podcast based out of North Carolina. Why I can't think of her name right now. Anyways, and she was going to her retreat. And I was like, okay, I want to go to a retreat. I think that was my second ever retreat. And so I went to a retreat. And then she decided the year that she was going to stop dyeing yarn that she was going to do an advent calendar. So I bought my first advent calendar from her. But yes, this is in my bag by the By the Bay Yarn Co. This is a canvas bag. This is my first ever canvas bag. I wanted a fringe supply bag so bad, but guess what? Not $90 bad. So I bought a regular size one. I believe it was, I think the orange one was my first one. I think it was a medium. Sorry, a medium size one. And it was at a decent price. And I haven't stopped buying her bags since. As a matter of fact, I bought 9 of these, not this size, but like sock size, to take with me to Rhinebeck for my house gift. So that's what the girls got. Next is Cake's Flax sweater. I did not put a stitch marker on it when I last showed you where it was at, but I did try it on him, and it's coming along. I'm on my last ball of yarn, and I honestly think I'm not going to need any more after this. And he liked the sleeve length. He liked the width. Sorry, I got something in my truit, as my grandma would say. You got something in your truit. Sorry about that. I get Beachy every now and then. Yeah, it happens. So this is a sweater. And he loves it. Yeah, girl loves it because he loves it. I think this is not where I was. Or maybe. Yes, I think this is where I was last time. And so this is what's going on right now. And yeah, I just came past the round, so I'm gonna just keep going. I think I'm gonna try it on. I told him I'm gonna try it on him again and see where it's at, so I can know when to start my ribbing. I don't want to make it too long and then start the ribbon and then it's longer. I want it to at least hit his, like, right under his belly so I can do the ribbing. And when I block it, it'll go right over his belt and stuff. So it should be fine. He is not a I want this sweater on me kind of person. Like, he doesn't want it too fitted, which I can deal with. I don't know most people who want their sweater to be that fitted, but okay, let me go ahead and change this marker. Although I do like a good fitted now, because you know your girl getting yeah. Okay, sorry. Anyways, so that's that. I think maybe by the time I do another one of these podcasts, I should be finished. That. Now, my BriochExplosion shawl. I haven't taken this out for a while, y'all, but I'm on the last section, section 7. Here's my dilemma. I don't think I'm gonna have enough of my main color to finish. So, I've already decided in my head that if I don't have enough of my main color to finish, I'm going to use whatever yarn I got, because I'm not going to buy any more, because I'm really just trying to use what I have. And then I'm going to just let it go. It's going to be okay. I am literally this funky. Like, I have all the personality in this shawl, so it'll be okay. And I don't have any stitch markers on here, so stitch holders. So let me. Okay, so this is. Oh God, y'all! Every time I see this, I like, yo, this ya girl, right? Yeah. Okay, this stitch marker is where I was at the last time I did something, and then I've worked these rows since picking it up over the last week. Oh my God. Oh, look at she is beautiful. This right, yeah? This is giving me this is checking the vibes. Checking the vibes. Here's my wrong side. So as you can see, because of the colors, I've started back from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going back to 1. And then I'm still changing, what is it? I think I'm changing the second to last repeat for the next section. But there's no more sections after this. So if I want it bigger, I can do section 6 and 7 again and then do the border. But I'll see how much yarn I have left, because I want to try to use all of the yarn as much as possible. But y'all, this is thebomb.com. Alright. Now, what your girl gonna do is move her stitch marker before I forget. Yeah, that was Beachy too, but that's okay. I was Beachy all day, y'all. All day. Alright. Stitch marker moved. On to the next. Now, let me show y'all real quick. I still have a bunch of this yarn left. So this is the last skein of Miss Melissa's yarn, Hue-it-Handdyed, in the color Ziggy Pop. If you can see that. So pretty. And then I still have a lot of this Princess color by Savvy Skeins. I don't remember. I'm going to have to find it so I can give it to y'all. This is her nickel, silver nickel. This is Sprinkle on Top by Plucky. Sprinkle on Top. This is Violet Beauregard. I think that's it. Yep, Violet Beauregard. And I'm using purple something. Purple Pop, Purple Passion, purple something. But you see how much I could probably do section 6 and 7 and it'd just be different colors. And guess what? I'll be okay with that. This is In a Bag by my friend Darlene of Bags by Awesome Granny. She make the best bags, y'all. I think I have like 3 of her extra large bags and like 5 of her large bags. I mean, the bags hold so much goodness. Why wouldn't you have like 17 of them? And last but not least, my crochet herringbone blankets that I'm making for my nephew. I've added, so last time y'all saw I was still on the white. I've added the blue, and yes, it is going to be colored block. And this is a pattern I found on YouTube for this blanket yarn specifically. I'm using a size 12 hook. And I don't know, I really like it. It does hurt my wrist, so I'm either wearing a compression sleeve when I'm doing it, or I do like 2 or 3 rows and then I put it down and do something else. But I like it. So this is Bernat blanket yarn, and this color is, can't read upside down to you, Sea Tweed. I don't remember what this color is, but I have another ball of this one. I have another ball of Sea Tweed. We'll see how tall the blanket is, and then I'll decide if I need to buy another ball of this white color and another ball of Sea Tweed. So that's all my whips. Yeah, that's all my whips. Now, I think I do want to, so I got a very good friend, my sister Freen girl, my sister Freen. She's graduating with her ADN in nursing. Yeah, go girl. And that's this Saturday. I'm going to probably need something to keep my mind busy. Now, her last name does start with an A, but I think they do them in sections like College of Nursing or College of Nursing, and then like College of Arts, and then College of Science or something like that, whatever. I don't know if they're all going to just, so now when I graduated from my 2-year school, we stood up, we sat down. That's it. I don't know what they're going to do. And then when I graduated from CTC, which is Central Texas College here, with my LVN, we didn't have a traditional graduation because we were an LVN class, not a associate's degree class. So we had a pinning ceremony. So if they graduate like a traditional college, like how I did, I got everybody from that class, that school, got up, they walked on the stage, and they sat down. I'm thinking that's how this is going to go, and I'm going to need something to keep my hands busy. So I think I'm going to wind some yarn, and I'm going to cast on some DK weight socks. I do have yarn coming from Ruby and Roses that is DK weight, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do socks with those. So if I get them today, no, because they just got mailed out yesterday. So I might get them, today is Wednesday, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. If I do get it, I'm going to wind it, and that's what I'm going to take with me. And then we're going to go eat afterwards. So, whatever. I'm still trying to figure out what to put on, too. I digress. News and events. Nothing much. I mean, I'm still doing the year-long sweater cowl with Miss Tie-Dye Diva Trish and Queen's Yarn Boutique. I don't know her name. I'll find out. And then I'm still doing the Knit All the Cardigans Cal with Christina of Knit Habits. Y'all go watch them. They got really good podcast channels. DFW is coming in September. I do have plans to go. They did open up their, what I think they call, the list for classes. I have to, okay, all these fiber festivals, like y'all be having all these knit classes. I get y'all are primarily knit driven. But y'all do have other crafters. Like you got spinners, you got macrameers, you got embroiderers. I don't even know if that's a word. You got crocheters. Like some of these crochet classes, dare I say, they whack? No, I'm gonna say that because that's not nice. I feel like it's unbecoming. Like, there's one class that I think I'm going to take because I want to increase my crochet stitch techniques. Like, I want to learn different kind of stitches, right? Like, do that. I like those. But a crochet class to teach me how to make a bag, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I mean, as a crocheter, I already feel like we the redhead stepchild of the doggone knitting world, of the yarn, needle, whatever world. So I don't know, I guess to belittle us with some of these classes, it kind of ticks me off. And then I wanted to like increase my spinning skills, and they have like a few spinning classes, but nothing like an advanced beginner. So like, you got your beginner spinning class where you learn, about the wheel, and you learn how to treadle, and you learn how to prep your bobbin, and all that kind of stuff. And then I feel like the next class should be learning how to ply, and then different techniques on plying. I can't find a very good YouTube video on it. Nobody's done it. I do follow one chick, Jillian something, and she has some really good videos, but not what I'm looking for. And then the closest yarn store around here that even do spinning classes is Hill Country Weavers, and we know, what type of tragedies, I couldn't even get the word, they've been going through, because they just lost their owner. I don't know if they're going to keep the store open. Pretty sure if they bring back spinning classes, if they keep the store open, it's just, I don't know. So I'm a little annoyed, but I think I found a few classes. Actually, I found 3 classes that I definitely want to take. One's on Thursday morning and 2 of them are on Saturdays. So back to where I was going. DFW will be happening, I believe it's September 17th to the 21st. I'll figure it out. I don't have it written down, but I'll put it up here somewhere. So if my clothes are dried. There's no Thursday class I want to take. So I would drive up there either Thursday night, because I think the Friday class I want to take is on Friday morning. So I would drive up there Thursday night and stay in the hotel, and then I would probably leave Saturday or maybe Sunday morning, since I'm not taking any classes on Sunday. Or maybe I'll stay and just volunteer my time. I don't know. Whatever. I haven't figured that out yet. I have to financially figure it out, because the next month is SAF, and I definitely want to go to SAF because I'll already be there the weekend before SAF, because I have my sorority founders weekend is that weekend, the weekend before. So I'll be in North Carolina, I'll be in Charlotte the week before. I'm going to drive down to Charleston, stay in the Chuck with my peoples, and then drive up to Greenville to see my other peoples, and then drive up to Asheville to hang out with some more peoples, right? So we'll see. But either way, Advents. Did y'all get an Advent? Like, everybody been pushing out Advent since March, and I'm like, WTF? I bought 2. I wasn't gonna buy any, and then I was like, ooh, I want this one. I want an advent for someone I've never heard of before. So my advent this year is coming from the Crafty Bird. I think she's over in the UK. I'll figure it out. And she's doing her advents on plays. So like Broadway plays, and then I think musicals, movie musicals. And she gave you like so many options. It was ridiculous. I think I chose a DK Weight set, and she gave you a weekly or a 24-day one. And I chose the 24-day one. I think the 24-day one is plays that she's seen in London. Stage plays. And then the weekly one were based on movie musicals. Y'all, I mean, I don't know if she still got it open, but y'all should probably check it out. And then I saw Silly Goose Fibers. Yes, I think that's it. Silly Goose Fibers has a grease sock set, I think it is. Christmas advent. I gave in. I wasn't going to, but I was like, I'm going to give in. I gave in. We're going to just digress from that, and I gave in. So I'm excited. I'm going to have 2 advents again this year. And now I'm waiting on this company called Flavor. I think that's it. Flavor? I don't know. I'm going to put it up here. I don't got time to be trying to pronounce names. They did a whiskey advent last year, and we did that. Y'all saw, or if you didn't, go watch my Vlogmas. We did a wine advent from Aldi's. Some were good, some were bad, some were atrocious. So I think I'm gonna do whiskey this year. Both my husband and I, well, Pancake is a whiskey drinker. I like clear. But I'll give in to a whiskey every now and then. We got this Blackberry Crown over here. Y'all, that thing go hard. And then I saw on Instagram how to make this Blackberry Crown Sangria. Y'all, we might be toe up this Christmas. Yeah? Okay, anyways. So, that's news and events. Now, listening and reading. I have been trying to get through some of these books. I'm in that 52 book a week challenge on Facebook. I have to close my eyes to remember it because I need to know how to say it. So sorry about that. And it had me reading some really decent things. And then, of course, I'm in the book club at my job, and we just finished reading this book. Okay, so podcasts. Well, I've been watching podcasts. I always watch podcasts, but I started watching BookTube podcasts. So there's like 3, maybe 4 people specifically I watch. I'll link them below because I'm not going to remember them off the top of my head. But they've been, reviewing books, and some books or authors I've never even heard of, and some books I'm like, oh yeah, I read that. Let me read the next because I didn't know they had a next. Anyways, I just be out here flying by the seat of my pants sometimes. So I started listening to them. And then at my book club at work, we listened or we read Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. Yo, Lisa Jewell, I don't know what kind of background she got, but she be writing about the crazy, like people crazy. And in this book, people crazy. Y'all need to read it. This mom lost her daughter at the age of like 17, I believe. And she's been trying for like the last 10 years to try to find her daughter. And come to find out, she starts talking to this guy who was actually dating the woman that used to tutor her daughter for math because her daughter sucked at math apparently. And the guy she was dating or started to talk to, and then they became an official couple, has this little girl, and the little girl looked just like her daughter, and she couldn't believe it, but she was like, maybe I'm just, because I missed these years, and then she already has an older daughter, and then she has a son, and She became distant naturally because she was grieving the loss of her daughter. Her and her husband had divorced. Her and her son and her daughter has a kind of distant relationship. And like things just start to play to the point where she's like, this is just too coincidental for you to know the lady who tutored my daughter, who was the last person to see my daughter alive. Yes. And I'm not going to tell you who the little girl is, because who people crazy, yeah? Oh, God, people crazy. And this is also Mental Health Awareness Month. Like, I don't want to say people crazy just to be like, you know, making fun of nobody who actually have mental issues. But when I say people crazy, they just be out here doing the craziest things, right? So shout out to those people who do have mental issues and they are working on their mental issue and they're taking their medicine and they're getting counseling and they're learning to love themselves with their mental issues. I am here for y'all. Y'all let your girl know if you need some help. I don't care. You know, call me. I'll be your shoulder. Okay? I finished The Dark Shade of Magic. I listened to it. I kind of got into it. Yeah. And The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. James Baldwin was a very incredible literary genius. The man is amazing. The way he talks about the Negro spirits and the community that the Negroes need to have around them. If you have not seen I'm Not Your Average Negro on Amazon Prime, it talks about James Baldwin. You need to go see it. Just don't wait till February. Just go see it. Right? Okay. All right. Anyways, now I'm reading Crescent City. Yes, by Sarah J. Maas. She was the person that wrote A Court of Thorns and Roses. Y'all know that famous book. Good book. This one is there too. They had a lot of sex in... Can I say sex? Yeah, sure, why not? They had a lot of sex in A Court of Thorns and Roses. Not so much in this one, and I like it. I like it a lot. So, audiobook-wise, it's a 2-part audiobook. So, I had to borrow the first part from, was it the Houston Library? I think so. On my Libby app. And then I'm reading the second one on Cloud Library, sorry, geechiness coming out again. Cloud Library from here in town. So I'm on the second book now, or the second part of the audiobook. Each book is like 12 hours long. But the other day I had to do some computer work and I literally sat here for like 3 or 4 hours listening to this book. It was that good. And then I worked in my garden listening to the book. It was that good. TV, we're watching Attack on Titans. That's on Crunchyroll. I got an email saying that their fees are going up. I think I was paying like $7.99 a month. Now it's going to be $11.99 a month. That's okay. I'll take that. They got a lot of anime on there. Some I've never even heard of. Some Pancake was just like, what? And others, he was like, oh, I remember that. So we are enjoying Attack on Titans together. I can watch it without him, but I don't watch it without him because that's our QT time show. Amends on Netflix was about the 14th Amendment and how the 14th Amendment was written so blanket. Like, if y'all actually go look at the 14th Amendment, it's been amended so many times because it had to keep adding things like Black people weren't mentioned in the Constitution, but for them to write all men, well, a Black man is a man, but they weren't getting equal opportunities and equal rights and all that stuff. So then they started like loopholing the amendment, and then that's when the Jim Crow South happened. So now we're fighting for civil rights and the same rights as white people. And then you got the women. So not only do you have Black people being discriminated, you have women of all races being discriminated against. So then they talk about the women's suffrage movement and how black women had to kind of like wait our turn because, you know, the white women was trying to get, you know, rights for all women. So then it came, so that was men, black people, then women, and then came like love is love, gay love, you know, lesbian relationships and all that good stuff, the right to marry and all that kind of stuff. So they had to amend it again. Like all the amendments that have been going on within the 14th Amendment over the last 100 years is ridiculous. Like the way the Constitution was written, when they said all men are created equal, literally meant all men, white men. But, I mean, if you read man, you think everybody, right? Right. So, anyways, I watched that. It's a 6-episode series, I think so. I watched Race on Netflix. That's the movie about Jesse Owens and his plight and trips and all this great stuff that happened when he went to the 1934 Berlin Olympics. Very good movie. And then Black Cake. Y'all know I had read the book. Loved the book. The show. Loved the show. But they cut it off. It's like eight episodes. There's still parts that needs to be told. So I hope they come out with a second season. Black Cake is on Hulu. I hope they come out with a second season because for the most part, they followed the book to a T. And I loved every bit of it. So I need y'all to come up with another season, Hulu. I need the rest of Black Cake. Life stuff. Not much. I mean, I got my phase 2 of my yard revamp going on. So I'm looking right here because this is where the flower bed is. It's pretty big. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I probably shouldn't have spread it out that big, but I still like it. All the dirt is in. The flowers are sitting in there finally. We had bricks that looks like the exterior of our house in the shed when we moved in. So I used those to create my flower bed wall. And I'm thinking I need to somehow sturdy them, like I need to glue them together or something. I don't know. Y'all, if y'all know, let me know. But I think I need to glue it together or glue the bricks. Or maybe I need to offset them so the bottom brick isn't sitting right under the middle and the top brick. I need to offset them so they're sitting in between. Y'all know what I mean. Anyways, school is out in like 2 weeks. The last day of school for Harvest is on the 23rd. And then my son turns 24 on the 24th. He is celebrating his golden birthday, y'all. If only he wasn't a golden pain in my tuchus. I'm hoping his frontal brain development starts happening soon. They say 25. That's what they say. But maybe I can get lucky and his will start at 24 into being 25. Okay. All right. I digress. Harvest did turn in her... If y'all follow us on Instagram, Harvest drew, and y'all saw the last episode, she drew a significant building here in Central Texas area, Bell County specifically, for the Bell County Comic-Con drawing contest. She turned that in. We should find out on the 15th who won first, second, and third place. I'm really hoping she gets place. I really do. But who knows what's going to happen. There's so many people, I'm pretty sure, that turned in, did some submissions, and I'm pretty sure they're all great. We'll get to see everybody's drawings August 3rd and 4th at the Comic-Con. So naturally, I will take a picture. Y'all will see it. I think she told me last episode what she want to be, so we need to go ahead and start getting those outfits so we can kind of put them together. I think I might dress up this year. I'm not sure. And if I don't, it's okay. And if I do, and I was thinking about putting her in an anime art class this summer. I asked her about it. She was like, and I was like, okay, but that's the kind of art you want to draw. So you should probably, I don't know, whatever. You know, I don't know nothing. I just been a parent all my life. All my life I've been a parent. I've never been a kid before. So they don't think I know what I be talking about. But you know, whatever. Anyways. I'm also going to be signing her up for driver's ed. Oh, God, y'all. Driver's ed. My husband drives a Sentra, so I think that car is small enough for her to use to take her driver's exam. But then that means we're going to have another driver in the house. Lord! I can't. Why? It's the growing up phase for me. Like, I guess I always thought they were going to be small. No, I didn't. But I like that feeling. Anyways. I'll get it together. I'm about to go finish washing these clothes. I had to go to the Girl Scout store, as y'all know, so I gotta put some kits together. They got their cookie rewards. I need to separate those, so when we have a meeting next week, I gotta figure out the cake for the bridging ceremony. I got things to do. And I wanted to go work out today, but I need to work in my garden today. So, either way, I'm already at 46 minutes. I don't even know if I'm gonna let Harvest get on here. If I do, you'll see us. If I don't, peace out, Girl Scout.